Man, y'all already know what time it is. It's time to keep it real.
Because Camo keeps it real.
Alright guys, so we just filmed the intro to the video. And I gotta say, Emily, you totally killed the Camo Keeps It Real. It was probably so corny, but it's gonna be on every video. I'm sorry, it's just gonna have to be that way. That's just the way it is. Y'all gonna have to deal with it.
You're welcome.
Yeah. You're welcome. It's time to keep it real. We're getting real. We're pumped. I hope you're pumped. We're gonna get into it right here. Emily, are you ready
Yes.
to keep it real?
Yes. With Camo Keeps It Real.
And we are here in College Station, Texas at 5:10 p.m. keeping it real. All right, Emily. First segment, we're gonna talk about what should we talk about? I have to edit all this.
This is a video.
What should we talk about? I didn't think about this.
I didn't either. I'm ready to say my shit
Think this
though.
through. What are we talking about, guys? What do y'all want to talk about? Say it. This will be like what was that show with the door? This is like Dora the Explorer. Do you know what we're gonna talk about? And we'll sit here.
Do you know what we're gonna talk about?
Do you know what we're gonna talk about? You're right. Yeah, you're right. Anyways, guys, should I sit like this in my videos or like this? Or should I get to lean, or should I get up into it and look in your eyes and tell you that I love you? No, I'm playing.
Meanwhile, I'm just chilling.
Big chilling in the pillin'. You know what I'm saying? This is how it is. This is the life of a YouTuber, right? I'm a self-made entrepreneur. You know, I might just drop out of college and just become a YouTuber. That's the dream.
Who needs a degree?
Hey, 6.5 million on my last video, guys. I don't know if y'all saw that clip yet. I don't know if I played that in this video or not. 6.5 million on the last video. All right, Emily. It's time to keep it real. I've thought of the question. The viewers are ready. I'm ready now. Emily, being a grad student during the pandemic, what would you say so far that angers you the most?
That angers me the most.
Remember, Emily, anything you do or say can and will be held against you in the court of law on YouTube.
Those of you that know me personally know that I'm very opinionated, so I'm going to try to rein that in for this video. I think that angers me the most, frustrates me the most, anything like that. I really love my friends, I really love my family, and it really sucks not being able to see them. But at the same time, I am doing my part in, isolating and staying safe and all of that. Grad school can be a really isolating journey in itself though. So, being disconnected from, at least physically, disconnected from family and friends, it doesn't help that feeling of isolation, definitely doesn't help it. But, there's that factor of, okay, well, I'm being as safe as possible for myself and those that I do come in contact with on a regular basis, like Sana and Camo.
I listened to you guys, I heard you, everybody was DMing me saying, hey, that was cool, Sana. We really enjoyed the talk, but what's up with Emily? So all you ladies out there that wanted to get more of Emily's side of the story, more of Emily's side of things, I'm here, we're chilling in the house, and we're just gonna ask her a couple things that she can hopefully share with you guys. So Emily, just kind of introduce yourself to everybody and just kind of let them know more about yourself.
So, okay, if you're wondering why I'm wearing sunglasses in the house, these aren't sunglasses. They're for a disability that I have. It's called Irlen syndrome. I'm really sensitive to light and I have trouble reading black and white. Fun fact, we actually didn't even know about it until I was out of high school. I always got headaches and stuff, and I wondered why, and sure enough, I went to the doctor and they diagnosed me with this, and so they helped me be able to see, be able to read, and stuff like that. So if you're wondering, they're not sunglasses. They're my reading glasses. They're one of my many pairs of reading glasses. And I guess a little bit about me. Y'all already know this, but I'm a PhD student, and I'm not sure if you know, like, in what, like what is it that I do, right? I'm a counseling psychology PhD student, which is really interesting. I really enjoy it. I went to undergrad at A&M, and I majored in psychology, and that's what my degree is in. And I applied to grad school the first time around and didn't make it in. I haven't really talked about that with many people. But
Well, let's slow it down right there, guys, and let's kind of go into more depth about how you felt when you got that email, or lack thereof of an email, that you didn't get in. Can you kind of explain to some people about how you felt and how you overcome that feeling?
Yeah. Well, it's kind of a long story, but I'll try to make it brief. Basically, I did everything you could imagine in undergrad. I made really good grades.
What was your GPA?
3.82.
3.82. She didn't get in the first time. It happens.
I didn't get in the first time.
All right.
And I had like hundreds of hours of experience and stuff, and
Right.
not to scare y'all or anything, because this really, I feel like it was just an anomaly. There were more qualified people or whatever, but yeah, I did everything you could imagine to try to get into grad school the first time around. And then granted, doctoral programs are just ridiculous in terms of competitiveness. So, but I only applied to 2 doctoral programs here in Houston, and whenever I didn't get in, it really derailed me. It was it was kind of a mess. I didn't know what to do afterward, and what happened was I was in a group chat with a few other friends that applied to A&M's program specifically, and they were like, "Oh, I got an interview, and I'm like, I didn't get one. And so I don't know if I ever told you this story even, but I didn't get one. I didn't get the message that night, and I actually,
So they just straight up just ghosted you, or did they ever send you something saying, you're not, accepted? How was that process?
They did eventually, but this was in mid to late December,
Right.
where they were asking people to come for interviews, and I didn't get my formal rejection letter until mid-January.
Okay.
So I was calling the advisor that next day, or it might have been on a Friday. I was calling her that Monday. Hey, what's going on? I didn't get I was so upset. And she was just be patient, maybe they might do a second round, who knows? And sure enough, it didn't happen. So I took a gap year because, during for PhD programs, it's typically you only start at one time out of the year. So if you don't get in at that time, you don't have another chance until the next year. So normally it's a gap year. So I took that gap year trying to strengthen my application for next time, and whatever I did worked, and they let me in the next time, and here I am reading a case study and doing some homework. And
Yeah, you can tell, as y'all can tell, this is a really chill setting, chill vibe. Literally, I just got this tripod to record this. I set it up, and really what's cool is that I just walked in, I said, "Hey Emily, can I get some shots of you? Can we discuss your journey, your life?" So I'm really thankful that she's sharing with you guys, because I feel like a lot of y'all can relate. So going back, didn't mean to cut you off there. Going back to that topic. So basically what's happened is, you applied, you didn't get in, you had a great GPA, really had a good resume, but that just goes to show you guys that if you don't get in the first time, it's not life is not over, life continues. You persevere through, and now you're in. So now that you're in, can you give a little bit of insight and guidance to those people who, they envision themselves being in your shoes one day and saying, I want to get there. Well, what's it like being there? And especially during these times that we're in.
Yeah, it might feel like the world is falling apart, and it really might be devastating if you don't get in the first time around. But honestly, now that I've been through all of that, I've been through the period of feeling hopeless and oh my goodness, this was my plan, it didn't work out, what am I going to do now? And being so lost, Now that I'm actually where I wanted to be, and I had to go through all that crap to get here, I really do appreciate it more than I would have if I would have gotten in that first time around. I just have a whole other level of appreciation for this, and I talk to Sana about this sometimes too. Whenever I get to where I'm frustrated with my assignments, or I'm, oh, I can't believe I have to do this, it's not that I should be upset that I get to do, that I have to do this hard work and all this reading, all this crap. It's a blessing to be able to do this hard work and all this ridiculous.
So it seems like you're more appreciative of the work you're getting.
Yeah. Make sure that GPA is up there. Get the best GPA you can. Just study, work hard, read, do your readings. That's the only other one that I can think of, but it is very important. And with gaining that experience, don't focus so much on the experience that your GPA suffers. I think that's the other caveat of that. Like, get that experience, yes, but don't focus too much on that and let your GPA suffer. And also, don't focus too much on that GPA, because if you have a 4.0 GPA but you have no experience,
doesn't matter, guys.
You're not going to look as good as someone who has a 3.8 GPA and like a ton of experience.
Can't be going out to Northgate every night. Come on, guys.
Can't be going out to Northgate every night.
Can't do it. And if you can, and you get the GPA and you get the work experience, I need your number. That sounds like someone I need to get in contact with. No lie. Yeah. So again, guys, let's just, Emily, thank you for being here today. We're going to be getting a lot more shots from her. We're real appreciative of her. If you guys would like to, ask her any questions or have any questions about anything, whether it be professional school or just balancing life during these times, shoot me a email, DM me on Instagram or Twitter, and we'll set that up. Thanks, guys.
Comment down below.
Comment, like, subscribe. Thank you, guys. I'm out. If you were a college student who right now feels like, they're alone, or maybe you're depressed at some times, or you're sad because, this is not the way that you wanted your, college experience to be for this year, I'm in the same boat. I feel the same way, guys. All the time I get it where, certain friends are like asking me, hey, you want to hang out and stuff? And I hate that I have to say no, but this isn't about me. This is about other people and doing my part in society to help them out. So if you're someone like me, we shouldn't be judging others and being negative to those who are living their best lives during this time, but instead we should educate them and positively reinforce, that this is not, you're not wrong, I'm right, this is affecting everybody. So if they're being wrong, let's gently, positively encourage them by our actions. You can't say something and then not do it yourself. By our actions, lead by example. And guys, look, this 2020 is not forever. I hope 2021 comes back and it's like, come around too. I'm like, oh, I'm done.